I'm sorry I can't be with you in person today. The programme looks very interesting and provides a great opportunity for you all to hear about and share best practice. Looked after children and young people can face many barriers to their success in education. Many do well in school despite the difficulties faced in other aspects of their lives. It's clear that success in education can be one of the major determining factors to whether a looked after child goes on to lead a fulfilling adult life. I want all looked after children to have the opportunity to achieve the same outcomes as those in their communities who are not. We've had a particular focus on improving educational outcomes for looked after children during recent years. Following the publication of We Can and Must Do Better, we have produced a number of supporting documents such as These Are Our Bairns and the Core Tasks for Designated Managers Guidance. I'm sure that you will all agree with me that this activity has helped to provide agencies and professionals with much needed practical support. Our overall vision is to support early and effective intervention to improve the outcomes for Scotland's children and young people. Improving support and investing in those early years is not only beneficial for children and young people, but by intervening early, we reduce the need for costly crisis interventions later. But for those who need to enter the care system, our goal is that each child's journey through care should be a positive and stable one. Corporate parenting is key to this. Professionals and carers who take on the role of a corporate parent face many challenges, but everyone involved needs to be able to answer the question, is this good enough for my child? Getting it right for every child provides a methodology for delivering corporate parenting at a practice level. It's the golden thread that knits together our social policy frameworks of Equally Well, the Early Years Framework, and Achieving Our Potential. The principles that underpin GIRFEC are also reflected within Curriculum for Excellence. The flexibility offered by Curriculum for Excellence gives schools and their partners the opportunity to devise a curriculum suited to each young person's individual needs. We are developing guidance and materials for those working with children to support them in delivering this. In addition, the Additional Support for Learning Act 2009 commences on the 14th of November. This new Act includes provisions that will ensure that all looked after children and young people are assessed, and where additional support needs exist, that these are met. However, exclusion from school is another issue. Although overall school exclusions have dropped by 24% over the last 2 years, looked after young people are more likely to be excluded than their peers. We are consulting on national guidance and would encourage you to use this opportunity to feed in your views. We know that for looked after young people and care leavers leaving school, the transition into a positive, sustainable destination is often not an easy one. We are supporting a wide range of partners to ensure that through 16+ learning choices, every looked after young person and care leaver is given an opportunity to progress. The challenge for us all is to embed these ambitions into practice across Scotland. We have set up the Looked After Children Strategic Implementation Group to help us achieve that aim. LACSIG's primary aim is to lead and drive forward an implementation programme to improve the outcomes for all looked after children in Scotland. 5 activity hubs sit underneath this group. The Improving Learning Outcomes Hub is being championed by Julia Swan, Director of Education at Falkirk Council. The hub is working to share good practice widely with frontline professionals who can make a difference. Please take the opportunity to talk to Julia, who I understand is chairing today's event, if you would like to get involved. While many of our looked after children and care leavers have positive outcomes and go on to lead successful and rewarding lives, we know that significant numbers do not. The economic climate is a major challenge for us all. This makes it all the more important that we retain our focus of putting the child at the centre and that we do not let hard-won progress slip away. I am certain that we have the right policies in place to make a difference, and SIRCC provides us with a way to build on the valuable work going on across Scotland. There's no reason why more of our looked after children cannot go on to achieve their potential.